What's up guys, it is T-Ball and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to be going over the Brooklyn Nets' huge win over the New York Knicks in the preseason game number 3. And I'm just going to be going over a quick recap and my analysis and thoughts on the game. So before I start, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always for more Brooklyn Nets, Jeremy Lin, and NBA videos, as I'll be putting out some great Nets content throughout the rest of this preseason and throughout the regular season as well. And also, sorry if I sound really congested or anything like that, as I'm pretty sick right now, but still wanted to get a video up. So sorry if I sound a little different or anything like that. So the Nets beat the Knicks by a score of 117-83 at home. They played a very fast-paced game, and they got a lot of scoring opportunities in transition, and they also pushed the ball a lot throughout the game. And I think this is just going to be their general pace and style of play on offense, which is going to be really quick and a lot of scoring opportunities and a lot of possessions as well. So it's going to be very interesting to watch them play. And I think it's just going to be fun to watch them play, as everyone loves to watch fast-paced games like the Warriors, where they push the ball and score in transition a lot. So I really think the Nets game on offense is pretty similar to offenses like the Warriors and the Spurs, where there's a ton of ball movement and fast-paced games. So it's going to be very fun to watch them. They also played some great defense tonight, as well as they held the Knicks to only 83 points. But you must keep in mind that they did play against the Knicks, who are a terrible team, or at least they will be terrible this upcoming season. I'm 99.9% sure of that. But overall, they looked very sharp, and I really do believe that if the Nets did play some other team that's like, a solid playoff team, I definitely think they can hold their own and play some great defense and also, keep up their solid offense and shooting. It might not have been as good as tonight's, but it would have been, a notch lower, which is definitely not bad at all. I definitely think they can score against a average defensive team around like 105 to 110 points a game. I really do think that's possible, but we'll see what happens. They really did look sharp today, and keep in mind that Crabbe and Levert played their first games today, and once they get more reps with the team is going to click even more on offense and on defense as well, and definitely expect to see more of an improvement on any of the rough edges of the offense and defense that the Nets run. So let's go over some key players. So D'Angelo Russell was solid today with 16 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, and he also had 3 steals, 1 block, and 4 turnovers. He shot well today with 7 of 14 shooting. He struggled at first, but eventually in the third quarter, he definitely picked it up a bit, and also in the fourth as well, I'm pretty sure. And he made some great plays on offense, as he had some nice passes and shots as well, but he also did make some bad decisions in this game, as shown by his 4 turnovers. He had some bad passes in the first half, but he eventually made less turnovers in the second half, and he looked much better then. So also, in general, I think I would like to see him try to do a little less ISO and try to be more into the ball movement system that the Nets run. It does seem that he does like to do ISO a lot, and he holds the ball a little too long at times on some plays, but eventually once Russell gets used to the system, he's going to stop doing that, or at least decrease the amount of times he does that. And I definitely think Kenny will teach him, and I definitely think it's something that Russell will eventually learn and catch on, and hopefully he improves on this. But overall, he played great today with his 16 points and 7 assists in only 26 minutes of playing time. DeMar Carroll was great today with 12 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block. He played some great defense as always, and he also was great in shooting the ball tonight, and he obviously provided his tremendous spacing like he always does. I definitely think he showed that he should be in the starting lineup if Crabbe or Levert does in fact join the starting unit eventually. He fits great as a 3 and a small ball 4 as well, so he can definitely switch at both positions when he's playing, so I definitely think he would be a great fit there. Both in the starting lineup and in the bench rotation as well, but I definitely think he should stick in the starting lineup, as he already has chemistry with Jeremy Lin, D'Angelo Russell, and Mozgov. So we'll see what happens, but I definitely think that Carroll is a great fit, whether that be in the starting lineup or in the bench, and hopefully he keeps it up. And I definitely think that if he does, the Nets got a steal in the trade with the Raptors. Mozgov was solid tonight with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. He played good defense, and he set some nice picks for Russell and Lin throughout the game. He also hit a 3, so it looks like he's trying to expand his game and help stretch the floor for the Nets. And it looks like what he's trying to do is emulate Brook Lopez in a way, in what Lopez did last season with Kenny, where Lopez developed into a tremendous 3-point threat, as Lopez last year, I want to say, took around 4 to 5 threes per game, and he shot around 34-35%, so he was great last year for the Nets. Now, obviously, he's on the Lakers in the Russell trade. So it looks like Mozgov is trying to do a little bit of what Lopez did last year for the Nets, and hopefully Mozgov can stretch the floor and take 2 to 3 threes per game and make opposing fives try to guard him at the perimeter, which would open up lanes for the guards to attack the rim and score or dish it off to an open guy for the easy jam or open three. So I was impressed by him, and also I was impressed by how over the past couple games and in this game today, he always stays vertical on his contest, and it's always very good. As if you say vertical by league rules, that if there is contact made with a guy who drives to the rim and the guy who goes vertical, there should not be any foul called. And it seems like the refs see that with Mozgov, as Mozgov doesn't usually get called for fouls on these plays. The plays where Mozgov gets called for a lot of fouls is on moving screens. So hopefully Mozgov can work on that. But overall, I've been pretty impressed by what he's done over the past few games in the preseason. Jarrett Allen struggled to finish at times on offense at the rim, but he played some great defense tonight. And it's not necessarily any real tricks or things he does. Is really just his length, and he's great in contesting and blocking shots, as we saw with his 2 blocks today. And I think Allen should definitely get some minutes during the regular season off the bench in maybe around 10 to 15 minutes per game. And I definitely think Allen should spend some time in the G League, as he's only 19 years old. But the Nets really need a rim protector, as Mozgov is a solid rim protector, but behind him they have Tyler Zeller, who hasn't really showed too much in the preseason so far. So I definitely think Allen should get an opportunity this upcoming season, and I definitely think he should get around 10 to 15 minutes per game off the bench. We'll see what happens, but I'm very impressed with what Allen has done so far in the preseason. Trevor Booker made some sick passes today. He had his typical great hustle, and he also hit a 3 today as well. So Booker did a little bit of everything today. He had that one crazy pass, I want to say it was in the fourth quarter, where he was near the rim and he went behind the back to Quincy Acey, who gave it to Lin. And then Lin gave it to Russell, and Russell hit the 3. That's going to be a big highlight play for the Nets in their preseason montage or whatever it is once the preseason is over. And Booker has played great in this preseason. He's definitely been a great rebounder. He's done a little bit of everything, and I definitely expect him to get a pretty nice role off the bench, probably in around 20 to 25 minutes per game. So hopefully Booker keeps up and plays well. So I also want to talk about Allen Crabbe. Allen Crabbe is an amazing shooter, as we saw today. He has a very quick release, and he's also great at getting open. He finished with 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting from the field, 3 of 4 shooting from three-point range in only 11 minutes of playing time. So that was crazy, and he also played some solid defense today. And I know from reading some Blazer forums and, once the Nets signed Crabbe or got him in the trade, that supposedly Crabbe was not a good defender. But he looked, okay at least today, and hopefully Crabbe can keep up his hot shooting. And we also know that this is not a fluke or anything crazy, as last season with the Blazers, Allen Crabbe shot 44.4% from 3, so he's a tremendous shooter, one of the best in the league, and hopefully he can live up to his $18 million a year contract. And, I'm really expecting to see a lot from Crabbe this year, not only in shooting, but potentially in driving to the rim, creating his own offense and making plays for others. We'll see what happens, but, I definitely think Crabbe will thrive with the Nets. Kerris Levert looked great today. He looked sharp, quick, and aggressive. He scored at the rim and made plays for others on passes where I know he tried to kick it out a lot as well. He still struggled with his three-point shot like he did last year, and he only shot 0 of 2 from 3 today. As you can tell, that's no three-pointers made, but he did finish with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal in 18 minutes of playing time. So overall, Levert looked great, and it just looks like he's simply confident. Last season he did look like he was a little unconfident in driving to the rim. He wasn't very aggressive. He looked timid at times, but now it looks like after a year under his belt, 1 season in the NBA, Don Levert looks like he's more confident. He knows what's going on, and I definitely expect him to put up some good numbers this upcoming season, and he should play a big role for the Nets, whether it be starting or coming off the bench. So for Jeremy Lin, he struggled with his shot today, but he was great in passing the ball and making plays for others. He really should have finished with more assists today, but other guys blew some easy shots, and such as D'Angelo Russell. At one play, Lin had a great pass to Russell where he was like wide open, literally at the rim for just a lay-in, and Russell somehow missed it. And also Lin gave it to other guys for open threes, and they missed those as well. But he did finish with 7 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and 2 turnovers in 29 minutes of playing time. He shot 3 of 12 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3-point range, and he had a plus-minus of +22. And, he just struggled with his shot today, just a little cold, but he overall was solid in all the other areas. He did have those 2 turnovers and 7 assists, so that's a 3.5 assist to turnover ratio. It really should have been 7-1, but I don't know why these refs keep calling these travel calls. I don't even know why they're calling so many. In the last game they called like 5 or 6. Now they call like 3 or 4 today. It's crazy what they're doing. I guess they're really trying to lock down on all those travel plays supposedly, but it's interesting. Hopefully they can hopefully the players can stop traveling, because it's really a waste of a possession when a guy travels. But hopefully we'll see improvement on that. And also, back to Lin, he plays some solid defense, and I definitely think he plays really well next to Crabbe and Levert, as Crabbe is a great shooter who Lin can pass to for the easy 3 or the mid-range jumper, and Levert is that guy who Lin can pass to for potentially a 3 if Levert improves his 3-point shooting, or Lin can pass it to Levert, who can be at the 3-point line and drive it to the rim for the easy 2, or Lin can find Levert on cuts as well, and same thing for Crabbe too. Overall, Lin looked good today besides the shooting, and hopefully he can shoot better in the next preseason game. So that's a wrap. Thanks guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always for more NBA, Brooklyn Nets, and Jeremy Lin videos. And I will be going to the Nets open practice, which I know is coming up very soon. I'll be getting those highlight videos out, and I might make a overall recap and thoughts on the players and the game as well. So we'll see what happens then. Hopefully I'll have enough time, but we'll just see when the time comes. And yeah, so as I said before, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys all have a great one. Peace.